In this video, we're going to be going through how I changed the oil on this semi. I bought it roughly a year ago, and then for the last 5 to 6 months, it's just been busy. I'm either driving or sleeping, so that's why there's a big gap in videos. But what it has allowed me to do, let's take this, is one, well, I bought the shocks that are on that. That's in a either upcoming or already came out video. Bought a 4L80 from O'Reilly's for the 57 there, which is now back in the shop. And bought all these other parts. I got a Holley Terminator X-Max Stealth. It's a little more expensive than if you get like the regular sniper system. But if you get a sniper, then you got to buy a controller for the 4L80, and then it costs more. So if you get a Terminator X, it'll put the fuel injection on it, and it'll control the transmission. And I'm doing that because the old lady wants to be able to drive it around, and well, the whole pump it 3 times, whatever, choke and all that with the carburetor, just a little more than she wants to deal with. But got that. All these boxes are parts to build a 12 bolt for the rear, adapter for the 4L80 to the Cadillac. There's a Dakota Digital dash for it. I think that's about all the parts here. Got some axle shafts over there for the 12 volt. You can see the 12 volt way over there in my mess. Like I said, I've been busy. No time to clean. You just do stuff and throw the tools back in the cart and then search for them next time. Oh, I also picked up a 4BT that eventually is going to be going in one of those Jeep FCs right there. At least probably use the gray one's frame because it's not bent like the turquoise one, but the turquoise one seems to have a little bit less rust and damage. We'll see how that goes. But that's just stuff to come in the future. And now we'll get back to the oil change. So other stuff I bought when getting the truck is these 2 carts and these 2 pumps. So the one on the left there is a waste oil pump with an adapter hose here that screws onto a quick connect fitting on the oil pan I'll show you in a minute. And then fresh oil pump just makes it way easier in my old age to change the oil. There's no carrying around 5-gallon buckets or spending a crap ton for 1-gallon jugs to put 10 gallons of oil in it, or to get it out and messing with a oil pan that makes a mess. So we'll get this drug over and hooked up and show you how it works. Wrap the hose, drag it over here. I've got a connection there so that I can throw this in a barrel, like throw that in a barrel. If I'm doing like a transmission fluid or something, I can throw this in there to suck it out. But for the engine, put it on the adapter with this. Then we come down here. You can see the quick connect fitting on the block right there. So you just take this off. Or on the oil pan, not the block. So right there on the leaf spring. Screw that on. A little tricky to do with one hand. Let me get it started. There we go. Oh, got that all connected up. Come over. There we go. Grab the air hose, put it on here. And I got a valve on here so you can turn it on and off, but you basically turn it on. Working and pulling on it, so I'll just let it run like that. And then you'll hear it pick up the pace when it's got it all sucked out. And for my oil filter, I've got the drain pan down there, and I've got the screwdriver I put a nice point on. Just makes less of a mess this way. Let's put it in the bottom. And then I let that drain out. There we go. They keep draining some more. Alright, got the new filter all filled with oil, which is the fun part because it weighs a ton. There we go. It's just a little filter. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Now you just take the old pump here. I don't like that. Let it go. And it's got a meter on there. I put about a gallon in the filter, and when that gets to around 10, I'll check the dipstick, because it usually takes 10 gallons. Nope. Pumping out the barrel. Now we're at 10 gallons, and I'm gonna pull the dipstick out and see how we're sitting. Oop. It's a little low. Let's put another cord in. Another quart. There we go. I'll just pull this out. Just put the oil fill cap back in. Alright, that's it for the oil change. Now I just gotta finish the rest of my month. I do an oil change every 12 to 15,000 miles, which when I was running hard was every 3 weeks to a month. But yeah, now I just need to do the rest of my monthly inspection, check the brakes, grease, all that fun type of stuff, and it's just crawling around underneath, so I can't really. I guess I could try taking the camera, but it'll make it take 4 times as long, so I'm just going to do it. But that's the oil change.